Hello everyone, it's Sherry here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'd like to talk about 3 websites I will use when I do the stock analysis. In the past 2 years after I used these 3 websites, I find I've learned and grown so much. From at the beginning, I know nothing about investing, to currently I have some basic understanding about how to analyze a stock from the fundamental perspective, financial perspective, and the technical perspective. And now I also gained some insights about specific industries that I'm very interested in. So today I would like to share this with you guys. Hope that would be helpful with your investment journey. So now let's get started. The first website I really like is Morningstar. So Morningstar has been in this industry for more than 20 years and its headquarters is in Chicago. I have also went to one of the events and visited their building there. So I think the value of Morningstar is that they will have a deep analysis article about specific stock. And I think their analysis is very comprehensive because they look at the company from the industry perspective and the competitive perspective to determine whether the company has created a moat so that they would be competitive and this business model can be sustainable. They have also evaluated the leadership of the company, which I think is very important. So I think to determine a stock, whether it will grow further, the first one is business model, whether it will make more money in the future, and the second one is whether it's under good management and it will lead the company into right directions and people will work together rather than they will be scattered. So after reading those analytical articles, I feel like I have a better understanding about specific stock. Other than the fundamental perspective, they also have analyzed the stock from the financial perspective. They will calculate the fair price of the stock based on the future free cash flow in order to determine whether the stock is undervalued or overvalued. I find it's very helpful when I want to just get a quick understanding about whether the current stock price is cheap or expensive, and based on my experience, I think their evaluation is pretty accurate. However, I think Morningstar also have some disadvantages because I think their analysis is on the conservative side. So every time they give an evaluation of a stock price or they give the future plan, they will based on the middle level scenario and they will leave a very large safety margin. So if you buy the stock after reading those analysis, it's possible that you can earn a pretty good return, like you can beat the market, but it would not help you to earn if you are more aggressive investors, you are seeking for 50% return or 100% return. Morningstar will not help you with that. And I also find that for some specific industry, like the fintech industry, I look at some of the reports. Although I think their analysis is very comprehensive, but for some industry, it's not deep enough. And if you know some specific information about the industry, you may want to take your experience because the Morningstar's articles are very general. The second website I want to recommend you guys is Seeking Alpha, and probably a lot of you guys have used website. So for me, the most usage of that website is I would like to look at a different opinion about one stock, like both the bulls and bears opinions. I find it's very helpful because I find as a nature of a human being, we always have some blind spot in our mind. And by looking at the opposite opinion, it can help a lot. For example, 2 years ago, I'm a big fan of Facebook and I believe Facebook will go into the sky and it has so many tremendous growth potential and so many advantages over competitors. But until I look at some articles, I know that there's also some fallbacks, and that's also led me to do some further research. For example, recently I watched the Netflix show called The Social Dilemma, and I understand that the limitation of I understand how Facebook has manipulated user behavior and also some of the limits of their business model. So that's also makes me make the decision of sold all my Facebook stocks. It's WhaleWisdom. That website is specifically for people who are interested in large hedge fund or asset management, and you can check the website to see their positions. For example, me personally, I'm very interested in Warren Buffett and Bill Ackman's positions, as those top asset management companies are obliged to release their position to the public every quarter so that we can check, and they need to submit a file called 13F to SEC, and it will release to SEC website. But I find sometimes it could be daunting to check the SEC website since it's very difficult to navigate. By using WhaleWisdom, I can check the positions of a lot of institutional investors I'm interested, and I can follow their investments if I would like. So last weekend when I talked to a friend, he's also using the same method, like to select the 10 biggest hedge funds in US and to see what stocks they had buy or sell. We all think that those big guys, they have more assets managed, so they would do more research and have more data compared to individual investors. So since those individual investors has relatively middle to long-term investment strategies, like 3 to 5 years, so it's very easy to follow them, like checking the report every quarter. So that's the 3 websites I would like to share with you guys that I always use and benefits a lot in terms of investing research. Hope you guys like it, and I will see you guys in my next one.